We got a brand new pile of clubs here from Hephaestus Athletica. These are all Cadillacs, I believe. Cadillac clubs are the good clubs that you want if you have hardwood floors, and they swing better or they swing differently than pure steel clubs. Hephaestus has both steel and Cadillac. I think that these are all custom color. Today we're gonna use this knife off of my desk, Military Armament Corp. And this is the only real modern copy of a Gerber Mark II I've ever seen. The second I saw it, I had to buy it. Classic Gerber Mark II. It is not good as a utility knife, but it is super fun to have on your desk as a letter opener. Military Armament Corporation, if you're familiar with this style of knife, that hasn't been made like this for, I don't know, maybe since the 80s. This last club that we're opening here is the big one. For years, I had the only Cadillac 50 that I know existed because I custom made it myself back in 2015. But it costs about $700 to do that one club. Hephaestus is making our Cadillacs, and the Cadillacs go up to 50. The reason they go up to 50 is because 45 is kind of a ridiculous weight to go to. You'll notice a lot of companies are not making 30s or 40s. They go 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, and there's no 30, which is ridiculous. Then they go 45. So they skip the 30, the 40, and the 50. Hephaestus is making these very good swinging, awesome clubs in all those other weights. That means people can have perfect progression all the way up to 50. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Gentlemen, your minimum weight that you're looking for two-handed club swinging is 50 pounds. 50 pounds. It's a bag of grain. It's not a super heavy weight. And everybody should be able to get there if you just do the math correctly. Even if you have 5-pound jumps, which is fairly intense for a lot of people, every guy should be able to get to 50. We call 50 brown belt level. Most guys will go 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. In the beginning, it helps to do the 2.5-pound weight jumps, 15, 17.5, 20, 22.5, all the way up to 50. Doesn't matter if it takes you years. The goal is to get good overall training so that your tendons and your ligaments can adapt. Big jumps and weight work out for some people, but it doesn't work out for everybody. The reason that barbelling works very well for people is because you can micro load it. The more weights you have, the more likely you are to succeed. Now we have that in Cadillacs. We call these Cadillacs because swinging these is like driving an old Cadillac. It's different than driving another car. Something like an ADEX Mason club system is like a workhorse truck. It's like an F-250. You can beat the crap out of it. It's gonna be there forever. It's gonna do a ton of work. A Cadillac is different. I asked Hephaestus to send me all of these new ones in the sexy red color because we're working on a double club program. So you have Indian club, which is light club, 1.25 pounds, up to about 10 pounds, which is what we have here, double 10. And we have Cadillacs in 7s, in 5s, and another set in 5s. And fancy club swinging is something that is infinitely complex, but I'm working with an armored combat fighter right now who has an elbow surgery coming up. After the elbow surgery, we're gonna put him into an Indian club program for several months until he can restore the movement of his elbow. Lightweight, lots of traction, lots of complexity. When your elbow goes bad, then your shoulder stops working the way that it should, so does your wrist. This is gonna be for the correction of that armored combat fighter before he gets into single arm heavy club. Indian club, lightweight, usually done with doubles. Single arm heavy club, done with one hand, then with the other hand, going from, let's say, 15 to 30 pounds for most men, and then two-handed club training. We call brown belt level 50 pounds. So now we have a full set of Cadillacs here in the 5-pound jumps, the 15s, 20, 25. There are 30, which is the weight that most people need the most. The 30 is the missing link in most people's training, and then we can get up to the 50. The whole point of repeating training over and over and over again is to learn to move better. Doing a shield cast with a heavier weight is not like doing it with a lightweight. With a lightweight, people tend not to have to rotate around their vertical axis, and they can do it all with shoulders. So they can move the weight around their body instead of their body around the weight. Once they get up towards the 50, then it really, really helps for them to rotate and do it with the legs. Moving from the legs, moving from the legs. More rotation. As we get up towards heavier weights, it becomes even more of a leg exercise. Legs, prep, rotate around the vertical axis, catch. The whole point of heavy club swinging is to change how you move forever. Olympic lifters are not like normal people. After 8 years of Olympic lifting, they move different. There's a whole nother series of movements based on rotation, and heavy clubs teaches you that. Men, minimum, get to 50 pounds. We have all the weights now, even in the steel, to get people up to 70. 70 is the weight of a suit of armor for all of human history. Doesn't matter who you are or what sport you play. Men, 50 pounds is your minimum for two-hand, 30 pounds for single arm. Men are shooting for 70 pounds. It doesn't matter if it takes you 8 years to get there, that's where you're going. I have an upcoming knee surgery coming up for my leg. So after surgery, you go back and you drop weight all the way back down and you rebuild your movement patterns over and over and over again. You're never done working on your inside circles, your outside circles, or your shield casts. Shield cast, classic, kind of American hard style shield cast is top hand past opposite ear. But once you get into doubles, you can turn these back into more of our classic Indian Gata style swings, where you're going past the same side ear in casting over just one shoulder. That's something that gets done more with the lighter weights. When you're super injured and you have to get surgery or something, always go back to light weights. You're never done with the light weights. You can just add more complexity forever and ever and ever. Just learn to not put them down for, let's say, 10 minutes at a time, and we're gonna keep building up, reduce the overall load on our leg while we recover, but continue to move. The goal when you're injured is not to stop, it's to find a way to keep going forever.